So by now, you've probably seen this blockbuster move that everybody has been buzzing about in Montreal. 6.5k views in 7 hours. I'm pretty happy with that. But Noah Dobson got sent over from the Islanders to the Habs for 16th and 17th overall. The Isles also received Emil Heineman, who was a great forward and who will be a very nice addition to their middle six for years to come. But I wanted to talk about the draft picks here, because Montreal had picks number 16 and 17 in the draft this year. One of them was their own, the other was Calgary's pick from the Sean Monahan trade years ago, and the Habs were already rumored to be trading both of them, if not at least one of them. That inevitably happened, and for the first time in years, the Montreal Canadiens do not actually make a selection in the first round. At least, that's what it looks like right now, unless they make a trade for some late first and they inevitably try to get themselves in the box there. It's not impossible, but for now they haven't had a pick. 16 and 17 were reportedly being packaged by New York to move up into the top 10. They wanted to select this James Hagens over here, but no team was willing to bite, and the Isles were stuck at 16 and 17. This video talks about how crazy the New York Islanders' first round was. This is no Boston, Zaboral, DeBrusk, Senyshyn stuff going on here. This is a legitimate combo of great, fantastic talent, as the New York Islanders, of course, they take everybody's new favorite player in Matthew Schaefer, first overall, had to go through so much tribulations to get up into this spot and still prevail as a top draft pick, and somebody who is worth the draft pick based off of his talent alone. He's an amazing, fantastic player, an even better person, and he was the first overall pick. The Isles went from 10 to 1, winning the NHL draft lottery with a 3% chance to select a guy who played a very limited sample the past few years, but who was so good. This guy is a superstar in the making. But with picks number 16 and 17, you can very well say the Islanders have drafted even more superstar caliber talent. And it all starts with number 16. Victor Eklund was taken one pick after I wanted the Vancouver Canucks to go out there and draft him. And a lot of that was because Eklund is a Swede and, I don't know if you noticed, but the Canucks have had a pattern of drafting Swedes lately. But Victor Eklund was also supposed to go somewhere in the top 10. He was ranked as high as number 4 by Tony Ferrari of the Hockey News. He was ranked 6th by Future Considerations. Malloy had him at 7, so did Draft Prospects Hockey. Elite Prospects had them at number 9. And he was the 2nd-ranked European skater by NHL Central Scouting. This guy, based off of all the mock drafts and all the scouting reports, was a top 10 guy. Why did he slip to number 16 in the NHL draft? It's because he's 5'11", 170. The younger brother of San Jose Sharks stud William Eklund, Victor Eklund, scored himself 31 points in 42 games in the Allsvenskan this season, and was able to help the team transcend their ranking in the Allsvenskan and find themselves back in the SHL. Employing a relentless, never-ending motor and highly impressive contact skills, Eklund suffocates defenders with his pace, outraces them for pucks and retrievals, and wins the war for body positioning by cutting them at their hands. He's also a very capable offensive creator who gets a lot of looks from the slot and net front areas due to his dogged style, as well as showing skill and finesse as a playmaker. He's particularly gifted at playing below the goal line, combining the forechecking prowess with playmaking vision to turn steals into chances with clever feeds to the slot. No doubt about it, Victor Eklund is a guy that I think a lot of us expected to be a top-tier player in this year's draft. The Elite Prospects Draft Guide has Eklund with shades of Seth Jarvis and Travis Konechny, a highly translatable and skilled winger with one of the best motors in the draft and a physical game that supersedes his size. A strong bet to become an NHL top 6 contributor. And the Isles got this guy at 16th overall. There's a reason he was supposed to go top 10, and he was slipping and slipping and slipping. Questions about whether or not his physicality would translate to higher levels of play, not really paying attention to the fact that he is a very highly productive scorer with some good bite and legit top 6 potential. There was the question as to whether or not San Jose could take Eklund and have the Eklund Swedish brother duo on their team, but they were drafting high enough. They ended up taking Misa. No surprise there. Victor Eklund, though, goes 16th overall to New York, and quickly following up this snarly player is yet another snarly player, arguably the biggest bully in the OHL out of this draft class, Kashawn Aitcheson, 18 years old, 6'1", left-handed D-man, 198 pounds. He's a big boy, playing for the Barrie Colts. Now, he had himself 59 points in 64 games played, and 12 points in 16 games in the playoffs, 88 penalty minutes in the regular season too, and he was taken 17th overall by the Islanders, one pick after William Eklund. No, not William Eklund, Victor Eklund, excuse me. Loving nothing more than seeing attackers approach with their head down, Kashawn Aitcheson hunts big open ice hits, connecting those every chance he gets. Saying that he makes his presence felt would be underselling it. Like throwback defenseman, Aitcheson is a spot defender in his zone, forcing attackers to take the long way around to find some space in the slot. He can rotate and follow threats around the ice, but he's at his best when picking up net drivers, pushing them back and off the puck, and harassing them on the boards. This scouting report is all about how physically demeaning and just overall dangerous Aitcheson is on the ice for opposing forwards. But it's interesting, the Elite Prospects Draft Guide, they say that Kashawn Aitcheson has shades of Jacob Trouba with a one-timer, which is where you see the production come from this season. 26 goals in 64 games out of this big left-handed defenseman. That's no easy feat. He was also drafted out of the OHL, just like that same Matthew Schaefer. So 2 of the OHL's top offensive defensemen are getting drafted by New York. This could be a really good move for their long-term blue line. And when you think about the Montreal Canadiens, the fact that they held on to both of these picks for Eklund and Aitcheson, it does kind of get you wondering, okay, what would Montreal have been like if they had kept the picks and they had made these selections? But I honestly don't think it really matters. Everybody's talking about Noah Dobson. He's the newest Montreal Canadien, and he is an immediately valuable player for the Habs on that right side to replace David Savard. An incredible upgrade over David Savard, by the way. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about all of these draft picks here made by the New York Islanders. Matthew Schaefer, 1st overall, Victor Eklund, 16th overall, and Kashawn Aitcheson, 17th overall. Thank you, Montreal, for these 2 latter picks, but the Islanders are walking away feeling pretty good about their draft class and about their draft picks. At least based off of the first round. We'll see what happens in round 2 tomorrow, but for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.